Hello there, my name is Casey, and these are moments from one of the best road trips I have ever had. It was autumn of 2024, November 12th to be exact, when we set off on a 7-hour drive along Highway 40 heading to Arizona. We departed in Bakersfield, California, and our goal was to reach Flagstaff by the end of the day. We've just made it to Seligman, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but we're almost to Flagstaff, and the moon is right behind me, and we have had the pleasure of following the moon this entire road trip. The next morning, I awoke before the sun and patiently waited for the hotel to open up their continental breakfast so I could get some coffee. And once I did, I was very, very happy, and we took off to the Grand Canyon. When we started to see snow on the ground as we headed north, of course we had to pull over and go check it out. Unfortunately, it was more like ice, and we didn't really get to do anything fun like throw snowballs at each other or anything, but it was still really nice. It had been over a decade since I last visited the Grand Canyon, and it was just as glorious as I remember it. If you've ever been to the Grand Canyon, you know what I'm talking about when I say it's impossible to capture the essence of how extraordinary it is in a photograph or a video. It's just not possible. It's like looking at a painting. It doesn't even seem real. It's one of those things you just have to go and experience for yourself. The next morning, we headed to Sedona and got there just as the shops were opening. We spent hours just wandering around and looking at everything, and I bought lots of treasures, and I talked to a lot of really cool people. One of the coolest things that happened actually on this whole road trip was meeting this crow/raven. I'm not sure if it's a crow or a raven. I'm gonna go with raven, but let me know if I'm wrong about that. Crows and ravens are my absolute favorite birds of all time, and getting to be this close to one was incredible. This bird clearly was very friendly and desensitized to humans, but it didn't take away from the experience and the magic. I had lunch at this restaurant called Chocolatry, which was a lovely experience. I'm a vegan and don't always have the option to find healthy food while I'm traveling, so it was such a treat to stop here. All of their food is 100% organic, gluten-free, made in-house, and vegetarian. There were so many vegan things on the menu, I was just simply overwhelmed. In the early afternoon, we were looking for something to do, and we realized that we probably were not going to have enough time to go nature exploring or hiking or anything like that around Sedona before losing light. So we looked on a map and saw Jerome Ghost Town and decided to go check it out. Jerome Ghost Town and the town of Jerome are only about 35 minutes away from Sedona, so it's great as a day trip or a half-day trip Jerome is a really cute little town. I didn't get any footage of it. I wish I had, but it was very cute. So here I am pointing to a sign that says, "Once upon a time, there was a girl who really loved goats. It was me, the end." Because that's a true story. It was me.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm in here.
This concludes part 1 of my road trip video. In part 2, we will be going to Bryce Canyon in Utah and the Valley of Fire in Nevada. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!